Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project.
It's lit. Just take a look at the drip. You boys don't get fired in this. Roll a dope, yeah, I'm high as a bitch. Wait.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? So I was squeezing into my cardboard box and tucking myself in with today's newspaper when I realized that it's been over 2 months since I last uploaded. So I sprang up and ran to my computer to scour the internet for yet another shit-battered retweet to criticize for the next 10 minutes. When I noticed that everyone's favorite 6'8" parasite had come back to the internet to deliver what he says is his side of the story. Now I know all of you may know by now, but if you don't, around 2 months ago a former Twitch employee named Cody Connors came out and called Doc out for sexting a minor over Twitch whispers. This understandably made people very upset at the Doc. He even got fired from his own company, Midnight Society. But eventually Doc basically admitted to sexting a minor over Twitch whispers in a tweet where he said, "Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes." Basically just admits to it. After dropping that absolute fucking turd missile, he basically just decided to peace the fuck out, which is where we are now. So about 5 days ago, the Doc released his response to the situation. Let's check it out.
Oh, champs. A lot of people donating. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You know? Are you nervous to be back? After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world? God.
You mean the kind of world where you can't just sext a kid and have everyone turn their heads? I don't understand why he's trying to throw on the Doc character and act like this isn't anything worth his attention, like he's above the situation. I just feel like that doesn't really work here. I mean, Doc, you basically straight up admitted to sexting a minor on Twitter and now you just want to breeze past it like it's just a bump in the road. Like, it's just not gonna work that way.
For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the Doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. Huh, champs? You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, I respected all the confidential obligations.
You mean the same confidential obligations that required you to not admit to sending explicit messages to a minor? I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but intentionally not saying anything about something in order to protect your own skin does not make you some kind of hero, especially in this scenario.
Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody, why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any first-hand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whispers messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is?
Alright, when you have to bring up the legal definition of sexting in the same context as speaking to a minor, I feel like you're already waist deep in shit. If the messages weren't sexual or explicit in any way, then why does the legal definition of sexting need to be highlighted? Why would the legal definition of sexting hold any relevance in your lawsuit if nothing was sexual or even teetering on the line of being sexual?
And yeah, I used Twitch's whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs.
This is where Doc lost me. So basically, Doc is trying to play it off like the reason he admitted to messaging a minor was to trick the internet, like one big gotcha. Now, I don't know if this is out of desperation or if Doc is just fucking stupid, but the fact that his only excuse for straight up admitting to messaging a minor was, "It's just a prank, bro." And I hate how he's constantly going back to the fucking Dr. Disrespect character throughout his response. It just makes everything feel so much less genuine, like the whole trying to pretend that you're this hyper-intelligent comic book supervillain that's just toying with our small mortal minds, tricking us into believing that you messaged a minor. It's just all kind of embarrassing, and it's definitely not doing him any favors.
When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent?
And again, he's bringing up the age of consent. Like, Doc, if there wasn't anything inappropriate said or any sexually explicit messages shared, then why do you feel the need to bring the age of consent into this? It just doesn't make any sense.
If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images.
Okay, so the things that fall under CSAM are image and video based, and I know that the doc said he didn't send any sexually explicit messages, but that doesn't clear up what the people who actually looked into this found. So it sounds like whatever they did find didn't really fall under CSAM, but it's still strange to me how this whole time Doc has continuously brought up the legal definition of sexting. So I wonder if what they did find might have been something that could possibly fall into the whole, like, sexting category had they not pulled the legal definition and carefully clarified. So Doc has an entire second half to this. Basically, he goes on to talk about how he met the girl he was messaging through, engaging with his community. I think that's where I'm going to leave the video off. If you guys like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and comment down below what your thoughts on the situation are. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a blessed day.